What's up guys, my name is Will from Ghost Hack and welcome back to part number 3 of how to start a trap track. In the last couple episodes we did the drums and we laid down the leads and basses, at least the basic layout of the leads and basses. I'm probably going to do a little bit of edits to them as well as some additional stuff because I ran out of time in the last episode and I want to put a little more detail in it this episode. But in this episode we're mainly going to be focused on the background layers. That's all the stuff going on in the background. Going to be focusing on the fills, that's hi-hat rolls, snare rolls, just stuff in the background. So before we get into this, I'm just going to play everything that we have so far. Alright, now if you were keeping up with the last episodes, you may have noticed a little bit of a change here. Yeah, I moved the snare. It used to just continue with the rhythm like this, but I thought it sounded better like this. Alright, so what I think I'm actually going to address first is not the hi-hats or snares, which is going to be a big part of this, but I think I'm actually going to focus on these fills right here, because they need to be filled up. They need something in there. Okay, so I have this bass. This is bass Weapon from Next Gen Presets for Serum. And I actually think this would be really cool just to do like a, because it sounds kind of like a gun firing or something hitting, like there's an impact to it that I kind of like. And maybe I can also bring this laser back. That's quiet, it's hard for you to hear, but I may bring that back as well and just use it as a layer. That could be cool. Alright, it needs post-processing, but that's a neat idea. My thought is, what if I started panning it to the side? Maybe something like this. Oh yeah, definitely. Alright, so it's kind of mixed in a little bit better now. So for right now, I'm just going to copy this over to this side as well. Next up, it is definitely pitch bend time for this lead. I want it to fall down right there. Yeah, that sounds dope. Cymbals. Cymbals are next. Need crash cymbals. From the Ghost Hack Platinum bundle, I'm going to take this cymbal and I'm just going to throw it in here and I'm going to turn it down a lot. Also pitch it up like that. I'm also going to use this cymbal from the Urban Trap Pack. Alright, now comes a very important moment, the part with the hi-hats. I think right off the bat, I want to put an open hi-hat on every snare hit because I think that would work very well. It would complement it very well. Alright, so this is the pattern we have for the first bit. It's very small, I know, it's supposed to be very small, that's the point. So I'm going to put the ones with the small patterns right here, and I'm going to put larger patterns right here. All right, so I have one side of the hi-hats. Now I just have to write the other side. All right, and now I have the hi-hats for the other side. And now what I'm going to do strategically is just take out little bits from either side so I don't have the hi-hats playing at the same time too often. I want to kind of switch it off from side to side. So here's the beat with the new hi-hats. And along with everything else, it sounds like this. Also, I think what I'm going to do, I like that this pattern 7 is in the beginning, but I'm actually going to take it out of the first part, so there's no hats in the first part. And then we get into this part, and there's a little bit of hat action. So in its place, I'm just going to leave this pattern. Just the open hi-hat hitting every time on the snare. Alright, and as a layer for this fill, I took this kick from the Urban Trap Pack and I put it right here, reversed it, so now it goes like this. Just reverses right into the next kick. Also, from the effects section of the Urban Trap Pack, I think I'm going to take this riser. Alright, next up I have this snare roll, which is from the Urban Trap Pack from Ghost Hack, and it's currently resampled and like pitched down. Normally it isn't quite this low, but what I can do to actually make this still high pitched and high quality is I can go into Slice Map. Now this obviously is slowed down, so it's going to sound pretty slow, but I can put a fast one in there as well. The next sound I'm going to use is actually this crowd noise that I ripped from YouTube. And it should blend in really well as long as it's turned down. Makes it seem kind of more festival trap-like. And of course we can't forget the chant. Okay, I think the background layers are basically done. What I'm going to do real quick, I think this is a very important thing to do at this stage, is throw on not really a mastering chain, but I'm just going to put on Ozone 8, and I'm going to just keep the maximizer. I'm just going to drive it a little bit. I'm going to put it on IRC3, change the character to crisp, bring it down a little bit, and I'm just going to pull down the threshold. When I actually turn the FL Studio volume down, it's going to get kind of loud. I don't want to actually apply an entire mastering chain at this point because I feel like that's going to add a certain kind of color and vibe to the track that I'm not going to be able to undo if I don't like it later once I add the intro. I just wanted to have the maximizer to just drive it a little bit. I want to just drive it a little bit louder, compress it, you know, bring down the dynamics so we can hear something that is going to be at least closer to the final result. And this is what we have at the end of this episode. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we will be tackling the intro. We will be doing our best to make an intro to this drop right here. So thank you guys for all the support, and I will see all of you in the next video. Happy producing.